Coco is a trash main character. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy HV Shot here with another controversial hot take. So we're going to be talking about Witch Hat Atelier. Now, I want to make this very clear. The show is amazing. Crisp, clean animation, a nice, fleshed out storyline so far that what we're seeing. There's a lot of mystery, around every single corner. Just beautiful from start to finish. Now the negative. I do not like the main character, Coco. And y'all can fight me in the comments all you want to. You can keep on, I don't care. All right. Maybe it's because I'm a parent and that's the reason why I feel this way. But Coco is my not least favorite, because my least favorite is Takamichi, and everybody already knows that, is going to be up there in my top 5 so far. From the season, from what I have seen so far. Let me make that very clear. Number one, everything bad in that movie, in that show, it was her fault. Every single thing was her fault. And I even got into a few arguments with people, and you can keep on arguing me all day and night about this. Number one, she was not supposed to see magic, correct? Cool. So, right, when the witch came to town and he told her to, hey, can you please make sure that nobody watches the magic, you know what I mean? Like, watches me, draw my magic and everything like that, right? She says, okay, cool, I can do that, right? But then she still ends up watching it when she knew she was not supposed to do it. I understand. She had an obsession the whole night. She had to see it. I completely get it. I really do, especially, from, being a 12-year-old child, right? Moving on to the next problem, though. She had a magic book. She never once thought that was a little bit weird. Okay, maybe. Even the witch did, even after only meeting her for like an hour, he thought it was weird after he left though, right? So what does she proceed to do? Problem number 2. She goes, once she figures out that you can draw magic, she goes upstairs, and anybody who said that, oh, well, she was just a little 12-year-old, she didn't know any better, blah, 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 right? She didn't know what she was doing was wrong. She did know what she was doing was wrong. You wanna know how I know that for a fact? Because she went upstairs when all the lights were out in the middle of the night while her mother was asleep, and she was trying to write those spells, right, on the paper while her mother was asleep. So she did know it was wrong. And then, because of that, what ended up happening? She ended up making a spell that petrified her entire house and her mother. Okay, that's not enough. She gets rescued by the witch. The witch comes and rescues her. Mind you, her mother has already been petrified at this point while they're floating in the sky. And instead of just even being in shock, I would have understood that, she starts hitting, punching, and kicking the witch while she's about to fall to her death. She had to be at least 40, 50 feet in the air above her house. And she literally punches him so hard so that way she can fly down, and then the witch still comes and saves her. And then she almost essentially ends up offing herself by running into the actual petrification spell. Cool. That's not enough. The witch says, oh, I'll train you, everything like that, blah, 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 all this BS, oh, yeah, oh, you're a wizard, Harry, right? Whatever. And then she goes, right, to her new home with her new roommates who are also learning to be witches, right? And I'll admit, she was definitely, kind of coming for her for no real reason other than the fact that she just didn't like outsiders. I'll give you guys that one. But then what ends up happening when they go to the store to try to find a wand again, about her, but to try to find a wand, what does she do? She sees the exact witch who gave her the book that we now know was filled with, forbidden magic. And instead of, letting her sensei know, right, that, hey, this is the witch who actually gave me the book, what does her do? She decides to go off and run after her in the world that she knows nothing about. She knows like 2 spells, right? And follow this evil witch per se. Okay, cool. That's not enough, you guys. Moving on. Her friends are actually trying to do her a solid. Say, don't go. They follow her down the aisle, right? Then end up going to a pocket dimension, right? And guess what's waiting for them in the pocket dimension? A fucking dragon. Okay, that's not bad enough. That's not bad enough, right? And here's the thing. This is how you know it was bad and everybody knew it was her fault. Even the nicest one out of all of them, right? Pink Girl, you remember her, right? She has a mental breakdown, right? She don't say it, but she looking at her, and she knows, she's thinking, she's like, yo, she really got, this is all her fault. She got fucked up right now. I'm about to die. I'm about to get eaten by a freaking dragon, which any of us would have done in that situation, because there's a lot of ways I don't want to die, guys. I'm gonna tell you that right now. There's a lot of ways I don't want to die, right? Probably not drowning, not in space, whatever. But you know what would be pretty high on my list? not getting eaten to death by a dragon. I think we can all agree on that, right? So then, of course, they're trying to find a way out. Her homegirl, a god who was probably the best witch out of all of them, right? She's trying to practice her circle so she can get out of there. Now, here's the next problem. She finds the circle. Cool, right? Which is probably the spell. Instead of just taking a second and just like paying the attention, what does she end up doing? She ends up pushing the girl who really didn't like her in the first place. So I don't know why that would have been the first person that you would have tried to go to while she's drawing her circle. And is messing up the spell. And the guy crashes out. Reasonably so. Reasonably so. Yeah, you're right. Reasonably so. I'd have cussed her smooth out in that situation. I'm about to die, and you think I care about your feelings right now? Any of us would do the exact same thing in that situation. It's people to do it right now at work, and ain't nobody finna die. So I don't want to hear that mess. Moving on. Last point that I'm going to make. Even in the midst of all this, she was a very little help. What is her solution? What is her solution? She says, you know what? I think it'll be really cool, okay, if we made a bed for the dragon who's trying to kill us. I want you guys to really marinate on that. Does that make any type of sense to you? I'm not saying the dragon's evil. Gotta eat. I get that. Do I care when I am literally about to die? Absolutely not. Which is why she's going up on my top 5 right now of most hated main characters right now. But as always, if you guys disagree, let me know in the comments. Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Witch Hat here. If you like content like this and want to see more, I live stream 4 days a week over on Twitch. So come hang out on the app from, okay?